Hello again, Joe Colucci with the BaseballSwing.com. Taking a look at Bryce Harper here, who I've boldly told you swings like a pitcher. So let me explain what I mean by that. And believe me, it's the furthest thing from an insult that it can be. So the gist of it is this. Harper kind of gets to this toe touch position. And what I'm suggesting to you, much like a pitcher, he's going to do a couple of things. He's going to lift his leg. He's going to stride forward, or in this case, towards the pitcher, where the pitcher would be striding towards the plate. And he's drawn back his throwing hand, in my world here anyway, as the ball comes out of the glove. So elbows flying up. He's gaining some momentum towards the plate in this instance. And just like a sidearm pitcher, he drops that backside and slings it. So my move here as a pitcher is this is a sidearm pitcher. Now, clearly, mechanics are different between pitchers and hitters, but there are some commonalities. And as a hitter, it's good to know. So Harper sinks into the legs, much like a pitcher would do. He draws back his elbow here, like a pitcher would do, and then he drops it to the side, like, again, a sidearm pitcher might want to do. Now, clearly, there's differences, but this is what I meant by he swings like a pitcher, and more specifically, a pitcher that throws from the sidearm position. So no ill will there, no attempt to disparage him. He's a great hitter, and going to go over his swing mechanics here, which I think are equally good, and probably surprisingly, I think a swing that's something you guys might want to consider emulating to an extent, or working in some of the things he does. Anyway, so in this first part of Harper's swing, he's kind of sliding back and gathering onto this toe. So for all intents and purposes, I think Harper could start his swing here just like this. However, this move here happens really early on, and I think it helps Harper kind of dance with the pitcher and kind of just gain some timing and rhythm. Point of interest here, when he gets to this toe touch position, as he's waiting, because it's too early to go yet, he's not just wasting his time standing there stagnant. He's sinking into his legs. Now, had Harper been in this position and says, okay, it's time to go, this is a good position, right? Stride forward, drop the bat head, boom, and go. But he takes it in a little different direction than most. He's just going to squat, and he's coiling into that right hip. He's got a lot of tension built up in the hamstrings and thighs, I'm sure. And what this enables him to do from here forward, after he's done sinking, is it allows him, watch his head and how much it doesn't go up and down. So head movement in the swing really isn't forward and back that bothersome. It's up and down. So by sinking this low into his legs, Harper really just kind of moves his head as he gathers and goes towards the pitcher. His head doesn't move up and down really at all. Like, it's really a real benefit in a unique way that I really never noticed many other players doing. But he gets kind of low, and now he doesn't have to worry about head movement going up and down. He's fully coiled, he's loaded, and he's just going to spring out towards the pitcher, and boom, his head's not really moving up and down. So I think that's a very good thing. Additionally, I do like this move where he just kind of strides back to his toe touch. And again, it allows him to start really early, not be stagnant. You think he's stagnant here? Nope, he's still moving, right? He's got things in motion. Now, what I like here, and you'll see this in a lot of great hitters, he's going to have things going backwards while things are going forward. So obviously his leg's kicking, that's going to go forward. But watch his bat. Watch his right elbow, or I'm sorry, his left elbow. They're going backwards behind him. So when you have things going in two different directions, you're creating stretch, and it's something that's common amongst all really, really high-level hitters. And you should look for that when you watch your own swing. Is that happening? Otherwise, it's just kind of falling towards the pitcher and sliding back. So while people think Harper may be sliding back, he's not. He's just getting into a position where he can wait and wait and wait. And again, while he's waiting, he is not stagnant. He's sinking into those legs, building a tremendous coil in his core. All right, so as I mentioned, he's kind of in this position here And as he kind of moves forward, I think the real key to his move and what makes it super high level is he's going to get a shoulder plane at some point right here at prior to toe touch. And this is really the last frame before he starts his move down where his elbow starts going to his side. So I want to kind of isolate here. Now I've drawn a line straight across Harper's shoulders and I've extended it out a little. And you'll notice because he's flying that back elbow, it's in line with his shoulders. That's not a bad thing. It also creates a lot of freedom, potential energy to create a wider swing. So if this comes natural to you to fly that elbow and you got your elbows pretty far apart, that's fine. It's fine. You can hit from this position or a number of other different positions. But the key here is when I dissected this line basically at 90 degrees, Harper's shoulder is on this X. All he's going to do moving down is tilt and turn until that back shoulder replaces it. So when he gets to impact, look what's in the middle of that X, his trail shoulder. Okay, so this is what I mean by he's got a really simple move and something you can kind of easily repeat. There's 1,000 ways to do it. This is one of them, and it's one that generates a lot of power. So can't swing level through here because his shoulders are on a pretty good angle and tilted, but you don't have to. Okay, in fact, by tilting through, he allows the bat to kind of sink behind him and get on plane a little earlier. Another point of interest here, right before impact, and let's actually take him to impact. Harper's shoulders now are on the same angle as they were when he got to the top of his load. And again, I want you to notice something here that's a little different. A lot of guys will kind of land before they start that elbow collapsing to the hip. Harper's not quite landed, but he's just about toe touch. He's already moving that elbow down. All right, so let me dust off these lines here. Again, Harper's going to start that elbow down to his side. He gets it in a beautiful position, but it's all prior to toe touch. Now look, if you got into heel plant and your shoulders hadn't done anything, that's okay as well. If you were still coiled back like here Harper is at the top, that would be fine if he were at heel plant. He's doing it a little different, okay? Some might call it cheating or getting out there early, committing too early. I don't agree. I think this is when he felt like he had to start the bat moving, and this is when he did it. Now, if he were a little early and said, boy, I can't go yet, I guarantee you he gets the heel plant, and he's still coiled up like you see him in this frame in the upper body. So, Harper starts his left elbow down to his side, gets it in a great position. At this point, he's just going to tilt into the ball, get the bat parallel to the ground, and he's going to continue on that plane until eventually he gets to contact. Now, one of the good things he has here at contact is he's got some bend in that trail arm or the top hand, and I really like that. That sucks this front bicep into his pec muscle or his chest, and I'm going to call that a connected position. You can call it a number of things, but I call it connected. And what this allows for is adjustability. So let's say Harper was a little early here. Watch how his left arm straightens out, and that bat just continues to stay in the zone. So he's back in the zone, probably back here. Okay? So if he were really late, this ball would shoot off the left field. He gets it on time. He hits it to center. He's a little early. He hits it to maybe right center or even center field here. My point is this: the bat is in the zone a long time. It's in the zone because he does have this trail elbow kind of around 90 degrees, and he just turns into the ball. Now, he's turning and tilting, but that's fine, as I said. So it gives him a lot of adjustability. And this is why I look at Harper's swing. While it looks violent, it looks like this, oh, it's a lot of motion, he's got too many things going on. He really doesn't. He's got a nice early start to it, and this is fluid and smooth and slow, and he's in a great position now where he can just wait. And he doesn't just wait. He sinks into his legs. He's still thinking, recognizing, and about here he's going, yeah, I think I want to go. This looks like a good pitch. That elbow starts to come down. Bang, he tilts and turns into impact, and there you go. So take out of this swing what you will. I think a couple of things. This move where he gets from the kind of position really at the top, and then he just replaces the shoulders as we showed you before when the X was up. In fact, I want to show you that again because it's, I think, a really important move. So again, when we get to this X, you see it right across his front shoulder. He's going to just drive this shoulder into that position while he's rotating. So left shoulder, or his back shoulder, comes down. He's rotating also. And again, when he gets to impact, you're going to see that X is right on his shoulders. Okay, this is the key move to me in his swing. I don't want to underestimate what he's doing here because you really got to kind of look at it and try and figure out, hey, what is he really doing? Why is he doing this? He's doing this so he doesn't have to sit there like a statue. He's got some movement. The bat's moving around a little. He's like, all right, I'm ready to go whenever you are. And while I'm waiting, for my mind to tell me to go, I'm just going to sink into my legs and create some torque. Bang into that X position, replace the shoulders, and there you go. All right. Hope that helps you guys. Once again, Joe Colucci with thebaseballswing.com. Please like, subscribe, comment, be a part of the program here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.